What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Sporgo. And after playing this game for quite a bit more, there's actually some things that I've unlocked, and I want to talk about, guys, because this is really going to help you decide whether or not you really want to play this game when it comes out on July 20th. And I can tell you guys, especially from everything that I've seen, everything that I've done in the game, it just gets better and better and better. So one thing that I didn't mention in the last video, at least I don't think I mentioned, is that you get a free character in Yaoul here, which is pretty awesome, guys. She is a sniper character. Now, the reason this is pretty damn awesome is because you also get a free limited banner weapon that is designed specifically for her. They give you a free weapon, the limited weapon, and they give you her, which is awesome. And I've been using her quite a bit, and she's pretty damn fun, guys. Sniping is quality. So that's one thing that's pretty damn awesome. Also, guys, in the banner, in the current banner, right? You know, whenever you're doing your pulls, you know, you get a chance of getting any one of these characters when you go to the pity, right? Well, originally, you know, there was a pity in here that was up to 50 pulls and, you know, you would get the guaranteed character. Well, it looked like there was a time limit on it. It was only for beginners. And I don't know if they're going to implement this whenever the game gets actually released on global or not. But it looks like once you go to the pity on that first 50 pulls in the beginner banner, they remove that banner. And then you only have this banner, which is, you know, 8 multis in order to get a limited character. You don't know which one you're going to get, but you're going to get one of them. So that's something else I just wanted to let you guys know about. Also, as you progress through the game, you're going to be leveling up your account. Currently, I'm on level 28. And I believe when you reach level 26 and 27, you're going to unlock a couple little things that helps level up your character. So the first thing that you unlocked is actually what's called neuronics. Now, neuronics is pretty cool because you can actually add certain buffs to your characters, right? And for every character, these buffs are different, which is also pretty awesome. It makes every character unique from each other. So if I click on this one here, shield, right? Finny here gains a shield equal to 50% of self-attack after Queen Bee hits the enemy for 5 seconds, right? And what that is when she jumps up, she shoots her shotgun, she actually gets very close to the opponent that she's facing. So having a shield would be really, really important. And if I wanted to level this thing up, all I have to do is click on details, and then these nodes are going to get brought up. You have to level up all these nodes. Now, the thing about this is once you start leveling up these nodes, you have to finish this completely out before you can move on to a different buff that you want to level up for her in the logistics menu. So if I click on this, guys, you can see these items here. Now, you can actually farm for these items, guys, completely free to play, which is awesome. You can level her up completely free to play. And all I would do is click channel, right? And you can see that I had 12 of these babies, right? So now I got 11. We're just going to keep going, keep leveling. And you can see some things are getting added as far as some buffs. And then you see once we get to the final node, she's going to get this final buff, right? And it takes 12 of those things in order to do it, right? So that is finished and those buffs are added, right? This buff is added to her. Well, then I'd go to ammunition, I'd level up these, and then I'd go to heal and level up this, and so on and so on and so on. You want to do this for all your characters that you're going to be playing with, which is pretty damn cool. The next thing that gets unlocked is what's called logistics. Now, logistics is a pretty interesting thing because you're going to notice that you're going to have 3 different slots here. And what you're going to do is you're going to equip certain squad members to each character that's going to give specific buffs for those characters, right? So if I click on here and I click on this here, you can see that when I add this gentleman, it gives me skill haste by 9.2% and increases my attack. And if I have 2 other characters of the same squad type, Ulster squad, I'm going to gain attack by 12% with 2 officers. And with 3, I'm going to gain increased ballistic damage by 20%. This is pretty phenomenal. And you can farm for these characters, guys. You can farm for them, which is pretty damn awesome. And something else that I noticed is when you click on operative here, and you click on view details, you click on recommend, they show you the actual weapons, guys, and the logistic characters that you want to equip to this specific character to maximize their potential. So that is a straightforward way of letting you know how to build your character. Obviously, with the system that we just looked at, with the neuronics, you're just going to level up everything for each of those characters to get the maximum buffs possible, which is phenomenal. And the fact that you can farm for all the materials to level up the logistics, to level up the neuronics, to level up manifestation, where you can actually farm for shards. Yes, you can farm for shards in the game, including limited characters, which is phenomenal. I'll show you guys that in a second. You can farm for materials for your weapons, all these things, guys, which is phenomenal. I mean, that is pretty damn sick. So when it comes to farming for limited characters, if I click on fight here and I go to operation and I click on, I believe, personal file, you'll see that my limited character is in here, right? You can see ×2, right? And I click on this, and this last one here, you got to play all these, which isn't a big deal at all. You click on this, guys, and you're going to use, some of your materials in order to farm for them, right? And once you clear this once, you can actually auto clear it afterwards, which is phenomenal. So if I click on auto clear, right, and I click on 2, and I hit battle start, okay, right? We just moved up a level. That's nice. I just gained shards for my character to level her up. You can farm for any character in the game, guys, whether it's limited, whether it's the regular characters, it doesn't matter, which is phenomenal. And yes, it's going to be a grind, but for you free-to-play players, this is phenomenal, right? The other thing that's really awesome that I've noticed in the game is whenever you're doing your pulls, you're going to get a return on certain items in the game, which is phenomenal. Whenever you do your pulls, guys, in here, you're going to get some materials. And I'll show you what they are. I can't really show you right now, but you're going to get certain materials like these right here. You'll get these materials whenever you're doing your pulls, and those banners. You'll get these materials when you're doing your pulls and those banners. And you can actually use these materials for more pulls. You can literally use these materials here for more pulls. This is the weapon banner ticket right here. And this is the character banner ticket, which is awesome, guys. Like, this is really sick. I can literally buy one pull right here from here, and I can buy a few pulls from this one right here because I have plenty of these materials. And the other thing that I've noticed, guys, is in your task here, this is your daily, weeklies, and target, right? And if you count the gems that you're going to get in here, guys, you're going to get 30 gems every single day, which is 210 gems a week. And then your weeklies here, you're going to get 100. You're going to get another 100, which is 200. You're going to get another 200, which is 400. And then you're going to get another 200, which is 600. And then another 200, which is 800. And 800 plus 210 is 1,000 of these gems every week. And it costs, in order to do your pulls, it costs 160 of these gems to get one pull, which means it takes 1,600 gems to do one pull. So the fact that you can come in here and you can do your pulls, you can actually get a return on your investment, go into the shop, buy more pulls, and the fact that they're giving you free 1,000 of those materials every single week to do your pulls is pretty phenomenal. So you free-to-play players are going to be able to do your pulls. I mean, I think it's probably going to work out to maybe every 8 or 9 days. And remember, you're going to get other materials for pulls as you play through the game, as you play the story, as you play all kinds of other things in the game, which is phenomenal, guys. Like, it's looking like a very, very free to play game, which is phenomenal. And then we get to something that I was really, really hoping for this game, which is a co-op mode. Oh my God. So GigaLink unlocks whenever you get your account to level 28. And this is phenomenal, guys. So far, I only have this unlocked, and you can see it does refresh. And in here, guys, you're going to be acquiring what's called neural connection, and it's going to give you some of these materials you can buy. This is for leveling up your character. This is for leveling up your weapons, which is pretty phenomenal, guys. Like, you can come in here, and this is going to refresh every single week. At least that's what it looks like. And you can come in here and actually play co-op with your friends. This is sweet. So if I click on start here and I click on start matching, it's going to bring up some other players that can play with me, which is phenomenal. And I'll show you guys how some of that gameplay actually looks, right? So this is the very beginning of the gameplay, guys. And you're only going to play with a specific character in here, right? And I'm showing you guys my limited character here, my Wild Hunt Life, or Wednesday as they like to call her. And this is phenomenal. So you actually have a co-op mode where you can play with your friends. And this is something I was really, really hoping for. Now, I haven't unlocked any like PvP yet, as far as, facing against, other people. But the fact that there's a co-op in this game is amazing. And also, guys, this thing plays amazing. Now, I'm playing on a PC client. This game's going to get released on PC client on July 20th. But look at this. So as you play through this game mode here, you're actually going to be able to unlock certain buffs for your character. So there's going to be some strategy involved as far as trying to figure out what are the best buffs, right? This is, by the way, this is my very first time playing the co-op, this run that I'm showing you guys. This is my very first time. So I don't know where to go or where everything's at, right? Pretty cool. They got a little elevator system there where we're running down. We all got to be together, right? They do kind of show you where to go with the blue line there, which is really, really nice. Right? But this is so cool. By the way, guys, the character that I'm playing with, I got a little freeze on her guns there that's hanging on the side of her, which is pretty cool. Actually freezes opponents for like 3 seconds on a 15-second cooldown, I believe, which is something pretty awesome. I'll probably talk more about her later on. Really awesome character, by the way. But this is phenomenal, guys. So whenever you go to these like little towers here, this is where you can actually use more buffs, right? You're going to acquire a certain amount of currency that's in the top right hand corner of the screen, and you're going to use that currency to buy some of these buffs as you progress through your co-op mode here, or Gigalink as they like to call it. And I absolutely love this. This was so smooth. It played so well. In a game like this, guys, like this third-person shooter game needs game modes like this, co-op, and hopefully some PvP as well, where you can shoot off against other opponents, which would be pretty phenomenal, guys. Like, I am loving this, and I'm super, super excited for whenever this game actually gets released, where players can actually team up with their buddies, come in here, and whoop some serious butt. Like, this is cool. You know, to unlock all these buffs, run around. So you see my opponents, or not my opponents, but my buddies, they're kind of like, hey, where you at, man? Where you at? They're off in nowhere land, because I think they've been playing this. Their levels are higher than mine, so I believe they played this quite a few more times than me. So they know exactly where they're going and what to do. And I was kind of lost a little bit as I was playing it. Also, you know, in these little boxes here, you're going to pick these up because they're going to give you those buffs, right? As I showed you earlier. So those little boxes are kind of everywhere. So you're always going to run around, stop, pick up your buffs or buy your buffs from those giant towers. And then you're going to put a can of whoop butt on, I almost said something else, on the opponents that you're actually facing, right? I mean, it's really, really cool. And the fact that it played, I mean, look at it, guys. It's not glitching. It's not nothing. It is perfect. Now, I don't know how this is going to be on a phone. I have no idea, guys. Obviously, I believe that on a PC, it's just going to be much smoother and much better whenever you're playing something like this. But, wow. It's so awesome, man. Oh, my God. I mean, you could have so much fun. There's actually like an invisible wall there where you can't shoot through. So you got to wait for these guys to come out and shoot them there, which is nice. So it might be better sometimes to wait to use your like ultimate or whatever, depending on how difficult the boss is. And I believe as you play through the co-op and as you increase your neural connection, the rewards that you're getting as you play through this game mode, that it's going to get more and more difficult to require you to have a higher level up character, higher leveled up weapons, and so on and so on and so on. So you can do a whole lot better. At least that's what I'm assuming, right? Like this, I just unlocked this thing just last night, so I'm not really sure yet, but I'm assuming that's what's going to happen here. Oh my God. By the way, man, like this lady that I'm playing with, Life, them damn freeze guns that she's got on the side of her are insane. Oh my God, those things are nuts. That CC that those things give, that freeze, is just broken. It is broken, my friends. They just get locked in place. It's like a 10% chance to freeze. It's not a guaranteed freeze. But because she does so many hits with those guns, it usually does freeze them, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, look at her go, man. Nice, nice. I just love it. And you know, it's only going to be 3 members, you know, per run. So you're only going to be able to play with 2 of your buddies at a time, right? But I think the potential here is just endless, guys. Like, I feel like as smooth as this is something I loved about playing Tower of Fantasy, was the fact that whenever I played co-op, it was just so good to be able to play with all the other players, although it was a lot more players in that game versus 3. You know, there was like, you know, I don't even remember, it was like 10 or something in Tower of Fantasy. It's been a while since I played a game, so I'm not really sure. But it was smooth, you know, it was just super, super smooth, no lag, no issues. And that's how this is too. It's just super smooth. So you're going to see, guys, here that we're going to be facing against a Titan here in a little bit, right? And, you know, having this kind of game, like, this is so wild. I just love it so much. And you see there's like weak points on the Titan here, on its legs, on its arms, and you're definitely aiming for those things, trying to take those things out, trying to weaken them to where they blow up, and then you can really put some murdering on the old Titan. And this is another thing about this game that I absolutely love: the boss fights. I've faced quite a few bosses so far in the game, and they are a barrel of fun, and they just get more and more difficult. They'll shoot rays at you, they'll shoot beams, they'll do like AoE attacks, all kinds of things. Here's their signature move, by the way, guys. Look at that thing. I mean, she just dashes around all over the place, doing tons of AoE and just murders everybody. Really, really cool. I mean, it's just, and you see the Titan fall, right? Not bad. By the way, I play Titanfall, just to let you guys know. Well, the old PC Titanfall 2, but still, we are absolutely destroying this Titan. And yeah, so that is like one co-op that I played in the game, which was phenomenal, guys. Like, that is so freaking sick, so fun to be able to do that. And I'm loving it, man. This is really, really cool. And the thing is, it doesn't cost you any materials, guys. You can play this thing over and over and over as much as you want. At least that's the way it looks. So if you run out of your materials here to where you're farming in your story or farming for supplies, whatever the case may be for you, you can come into co-op and just have some fun with your friends. So these are some of the things that I've unlocked as I progressed through the game. And I got to tell you guys, the game just gets better and better and better. The fact that free-to-play can do their multis fairly often, the fact that you can farm literally for your limited character and for all your other characters, you can farm for all your materials that you need to level up your weapons, to level up your logistics, neuronics, all these things is amazing. So guys, let me know what you think about Snowbreak Containment Zone so far. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. to plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.